Welcome back, everyone, to another... That's not the right profile, Joe. That's Bobbert. My apologies, guys. We're logging into Bobbert, apparently. Bobbert is my, my side profile. Let's go to the launch pad. Yep. Shit, I always do that. Right, go to the launch pad. Yes, please. There we go. Right. Through Bobbert. Gonna go to Kaiser. Now, we're going to be making some money today. I don't know how much, but we're going to be making some. Now, the goals, as always, is to buy a few things. We were doing a La Rochelle to Dijon. All right, that's a fucking doozy of a job, isn't it? We bought... yes, we bought the little garage. Did we buy any drivers for it at all? No, I didn't. Okay, so we're going to keep doing what we're doing. And that's, we're going to buy... to the garage in Calais and garage in
Time to hit the road.
We're gonna buy the garage in Calais and Dover today, and hopefully maybe at least a driver. I can't guarantee anything, but that's my hope. Now, how many hours we got? We've got 9 hours 28 minutes. So basically just shy. So about here. Oh shit, yeah, it's probably stay on the right side of the road. No, that's, well, yeah, we can probably make it there.
Let's do this.
I mean, if not, wait, it's 9 hours 28, right? Yeah.
Turn right.
Only 45 minutes. Right. Let's do this. Oh, come on.
Go straight.
Why a red light straight away? I feel like I probably deserved that. I don't know what I did, but I probably deserved it. Also, you know what? This game doesn't feel loud enough. I'm going to turn the game up. There we go, that'll do. Much better. Not that I can really tell the difference yet. There we go, that should do it. Hopefully the balance is still good for you guys. You know, that looks a bit loud on my equalizer. 1 second, guys. Sorry, we're having some technical difficulties today. How's that? Okay, that's looking a little bit better. We'll go with this. Okay, we're going a little bit fast there. So yeah, we're just going to be cruising around and earning ourselves the money we need to pay off. No loans, just pay for garages and start growing.
Get ready to turn right.
Once we own these free garages, we will obviously get the 9 drivers necessary before we start moving on again. That is pretty much my plan, in my opinion. Probably the single best plan I've ever heard of. You know, without a doubt, single best plan. I don't know why, everything feels quieter on my computer today, but like, it's not. It just feels quieter for some reason to me. Weird. Maybe I'm going deaf, you never know. Be an absolute fucking shame if I did, but what are you gonna do, eh? Come on, Scania, you can do it. Get up to that 60 mile an hour. Beautiful truck. We don't want to go to Nantes, even though we haven't actually been that way before. No. That sounds like Nantes' issue. Oh, no, that's just back to La Rochelle. Oh, Nantes is northwards. I see. I see. So, we'll try and go to Germany today. I can't guarantee it. I'd very much like to go to Germany, but... Oh, I can't, like I said, just can't guarantee it. You know, you just don't know if we're going to get a job there. If we do, of course, I'm definitely going to take a job to either Erfurt, Frankfurt, Stuttgart. I think it's Stuttgart and Nuremberg. I think those are the 4 cities that got reworked in Germany. I mean, realistically, if I opened the map, I could find them without any issue, but I'd rather just, you know, focus on the driving, you know? Get us to where we're going. Probably get us some fuel. How much fuel we got? We got like 577. We can do the entire trip without needing to worry about it. Awesome. What do you like to hear? You like to hear that you don't need to worry about fuel. Fuel is just... it's a figment of your imagination. Fuel can't hurt you if you don't let it. I'm going to the outside lane just to make sure that I don't drop down on this next part. I can never remember if it's a drop down or not, but let's just not risk it, eh? Let's focus and keep it, just make sure we don't go down. Okay, yeah, we can just move over. Literally no reason for me to do this. Hey, it's worth making sure. Okay, no, actually no, I lied. It's definitely better to be in this lane. We do not want to get stuck behind that guy like this guy is. Hey, this guy might be a nice guy there, but you know what? That's a them issue, not me. I do not want to be stuck behind him. Well, you know what? He's a beautiful Scania. I wouldn't mind being stuck behind him. It's not as nice as my Scania, but, you know, it's still a Scania, which means, you know, it's a royal truck. Trucking royalty. I'm pretty sure they are probably considered trucking royalty. And it's probably a thing, like, if there's trucks, like, out of all the trucking brands, which brands are, like, considered, like, the royalty trucks, like, you know, the best of the best? So I've seen, like, normal cars, you've got Ferrari, Lamborghini, and stuff like that are classed as, like, the best of the best, you know, the premier cars. I mean, I may disagree or agree with that. I mean, I'm a big fan of Ferraris in video games, but in real life, could not give a shit. Big fan of Aston Martins as well. Aston Martin's probably the one I'm probably an actual fan of in real life as well as, you know, in video games, but... again, like, you've got the luxury cars that are, like, classed as, like, the best of the best. And what would be the best of the best brand for, like, trucking? I feel like Scania and Volvo must be up there, because Volvo is obviously in the American market and the European. Like, maybe that plays a factor? I don't really know. It's one of the, I'm not an actual trucker, so I wouldn't know what, like, the, what would be, like, the royalty brands. Like, you know, the brands that are, like... I feel like it must be Scania. Like, Scania must be one of them, because, like, Scania is really well known. And in the UK specifically, like, any trucks you see on the, like, when I was a kid, used to traveling up and down the country, I used to see Eddie Stobart Scanias on the road all the time. Now, I found out recently they do indeed have other trucks, but, like, when I was a kid, like, Scania, what I knew of Scania because of, like, you know, Eddie Stobart. Because of Eddie Stobart, I just thought all they drove were Scanias, and that's because that's all I'd ever seen in the Stobart livery. So to me, Eddie Stobart was synonymous with Scania. Now, obviously, that's not true. This Eddie Stobart Logistic Company does indeed have other trucks. I've seen this myself. They do all have names, which is, like, the only real reason anyone cares about Eddie Stobart in terms of, like, driving. I mean, don't get me wrong. Most people probably... I mean, Eddie Stobart's probably is a really big company and must be very good. But let's be honest. Most people only know of it because, obviously, they see it on the motorways in the UK. Which isn't a bad thing. It's just, that's just going to be how, like, a lot of people know about it. Like, I know about it that way. My family knows about it that way. You know, it's just you know, there's a lot of them up and down the UK. They're a big company. It's like in this, if you saw like this livery in a Scania or the COG livery in a DAF, you know that's Legion Logistics. Like, you know that's us. And we're going to be synonymous with Belgium, the Netherlands, and, like, the Lowlands, because that's where we, you know, as a company, are, you know, based. Is, you know, we're a large presence there. So yeah, like, it's definitely one of those things when you think about, like, we definitely would have, like, a huge presence there. But we don't have names for our trucks, unfortunately. I mean, I wouldn't even really know what to call my truck. Like, do I call it a guy's name? Or is it a girl's name? You know, or is it a neutral name? Like, what do we call it? Like, I just don't know. I could probably look up the Eddie Stobart names and be like, okay, there's a clear naming convention here, and then go from there, but... I'm driving, I can't do that. I do need to adjust myself in a minute, though, because I am uncomfortable. I don't know what it is. Whenever I start a stream, I'm never sat in the most comfortable position at all. It seems to be like just a stream thing I do is just get in the least comfortable position and then start the stream. £29 toll. Pretty good price, to be fair. Going to the middle. No, not middle. We want to go all the way across. Oh, nope. There is only 2 lanes, Joe. Now there's 3 lanes. Sometimes you just have to assume there's 3 lanes and go for it.
Keep right.
Keep right in keeping up, keeping right, Doug. So yeah, this stream will end today when we get at least 2 things. That's my minimum. If I will keep pushing until I get those. Once I get them, I am free to end whenever I feel like. That's pretty much how we're going to do this. Always set a goal for the stream. Make sure we achieve the stream goal no matter how long it takes. And then from there we go from where we need to go. Like, I don't mind playing this game as long as I have to. I enjoy playing this game. Like, obviously, as you can see, I play Bobbert in my spare time. I'd play my Renault playthrough, but the 1.47 beta broke Pro Mods, so until we have a Pro Mods compatibility patch 1.47, unfortunately Pro Mods, and this is the reason I'm not doing Pro Mods on the actual stream, is because it breaks. It doesn't obviously break by any fault of their own, of course. It breaks because of updates. Now, the good thing is, SCS aren't like a lot of companies, or like some gaming companies, where they like to release constant patches. Like, they'll find 20 different bugs, and they'll patch them like, maybe they'll patch the game 6 times to cover those 20 bugs. And I'm referring to a very specific game, and I'm not going to say it out loud because I do love the game. But there's a company I'm specifically thinking of where they constantly release little updates and break loads of things instead of, you know, compiling it into a... I mean, don't get me wrong. It's really good that they constantly release updates, but when you have a modding community, you need to time updates, like patches and updates, in a bigger portion, because if not, you're going to kill your modding community, and, you know, that's just a fact. And, oh, that's beautiful. I feel like I say this every time I come across this road. This is just legitimately beautiful. But anyway, yeah, so it's like, you know, if you, like, look at the Total War games, they will go quite a while without patches. But then when they do release patches, there's quite a big patch notes. If you look at Paradox games, they pretty much the same thing. They have, like, you'll see a massive patch note fixing quite a lot of bugs reported, but in the meantime, like in the interim. So that way mods have like a longer shelf life until they need, like, the mod maker needs to, you know, work on updating it instead of, like, you know, getting to work on the actual mod itself. Now this obviously is the big problem that you're going to run into with certain games, is that their modding community is present. It's just because the game releases so many updates so much to release patches, and those patches change a bit of the fundamental code. It then requires constant work on the mod by the mod makers instead of updating, instead of like creating new and like improvements. They have to do updates, and it's definitely detrimental to the mod market, and, you know, making mods more accessible, and just making generally mods more continuously usable. If you know, if you're doing like a playthrough of we'll say if like you're a big YouTuber and you're doing a recording of something, you're recording, you know, it's this mod is paramount to the stream. Like, it's, say if it's like the pivotal, say if we were playing Euro Truck Sim, but we had a mod that added all of North Africa, and like we had our company started in North Africa. Like, you know, that was like the big thing. On the big map, our company started there. And that was where our company, you know, is based. So, you know, if we would, you know, remove that fundamental mod, we would break it, everything would break, and we wouldn't be able to do anything. When you like have stuff like that, that's like the biggest problem obviously you can run into, and it's obviously that could kill everything, and it's just shit. Don't get me wrong, not even just from a creating standpoint, it's just sucks when you're having like a personal game and you have that same issue. You put like hundreds of hours into a save only for it to be taken from you at the last moment. You know, obviously, if you're gonna like put hundreds of hours into something that patches like every 2 weeks. Oh, what the fuck? I hit you? That must have been like the babyest tap ever. But yeah, essentially that's how I look at it. Like, so if when it comes to pro mods, as much as I love pro mods, and I'm honestly very glad I actually got it, it just wasn't. It's just not a mod unless like we're on a fully stable build with the new DLC, and that we know there's not going to be a patch in the coming future. Until that, it's just not worth touching. As like a let's play standpoint, in a personal standpoint, you know, that doesn't really matter. I'll do what I want and I'll download whatever I need whenever I want it, you know. And I'm not saying that in a sense like, oh, I don't give a fuck. It's more just I don't need to think to myself, shit, is this going to be updated by the time I'm streaming again, or am I going to have to put off streaming this game because I want to stream? I have to stream it with that. Because obviously taking pro mods off does kind of jank your save up a little bit. And in some instances, I don't know if it's actually completely possible to like de-jank a save file with pro mods to like add, like come back like vanilla. So yeah, it's one of those things. But yeah, that's why we don't play pro mods, and hopefully it will be really it'll come out nice and quickly with the Balkans DLC, and we'll be able to have quite a bit of fun and maybe add it. We'll see. It's gonna be fun either way. Look at that beautiful Scania. Absolutely beautiful truck. All right, there we go. We should be hitting Spain soon. When we hit Spain, we'll be very close to, you know, be about halfway, I think, maybe. I was gonna say very close, but no, about halfway. And a little bit closer to our rest point, which I'm gonna need to make soon, because I really want to change my position, but I don't want to pause the game to do so. And if anyone's asking, yes, I'm being a stubborn bastard about it. I'm not so uncomfortable that I need to change. It's just, I would prefer to change, you know? One of these things. Discomfort creates strong men. Then again, I'm sat at home playing video games in a heated house. How strong am I really, eh? Well, that was very kind of him to kind of like just let me sling through there. £17 toll paid, so that's like 38 quid so far we've paid. To say we're getting paid 50 odd grand, it doesn't really matter, does it? Ah, beautiful scenery. Oh shit, so my button didn't work then. Decimal circle. By the way, if anyone's wondering why the camera snaps, it's because I'm using a controller, so when I press circle, my camera snaps back to the position, back to the position, which is my most favorite, like my obviously the standard position. So it's really useful when I like do that, and I don't have to like kind of re-put my camera where it is, because you know, like, I don't know, like, you know, I could probably get it close. I mean, get it close, but it's just not the same. I have to have my camera exactly where it is. Because if it's not there, I get upset. And by upset, I mean it irks my OCD. So it's, yeah, I can't do stuff when it you know, I can't have it irk my OCD. You know, it'd be annoying. Bayonne. Pretty sure that's like just perfectly south, just perfectly north of the border, isn't it? Yeah. Wait, is Bayonne in? No, it's literally the one just before. Oh, actually, while I think about it, do I have a? Oh, fuck that! No, I'm not wasting my time. That looks like way too much effort. Yeah, that does not look like. That's like, it says 20. It adds like 25 minutes. What it looks like it adds is like 10 minutes, like a half an hour in game of like, But when I say 20 minutes, I mean obviously 20 minutes in game. But it probably makes my journey like 10 minutes out of game, and it just makes it painful because I'm going slow. When realistically, we could just head straight to the border and just go straight into where we need to be. And I get one step closer to being able to, you know, Take 2 minutes to correct my sitting position. Ortica Prima. Or Prima. It's probably Prima, isn't it? Yeah. That Daff. Oh, it's a man. Hey, MAN. Actually, are they called MAN trucks or are they called MAN trucks? I need to know that. It's fine. You know what? It doesn't matter enough to me. Shit, 70. Ooh, fucking hell. I was looking at my looking at OBS then. Whoops. And Spain, here we are. I believe these are the Pyrenees. I can't remember what the... I'm pretty sure it's the Pyrenees that cuts between Spain and France. Bilbao. Oh shit, it's a 50 here? Fuck. That's a really oppressive game, making me do slower than I want to. I think we're going towards Santander. I don't remember, to be honest. And as I said, whenever we come to Spain, I will use the hard shoulder because these guys are idiots. Out of the toll road. Thank you very much. Move all the way over for now because there's no one coming. Look at that beautiful log. Oh, that's beautiful. I do want to get one of those at some point. However, I'd much rather, you know, keep making money for my company and get 9 drivers and stuff like that. Okay, now I need to correct my sitting position. This is bothering me too much. Oh wow, we've nearly made $1 million this month. Oh, there we go. That's much better. Sometimes just a simple moving can make you feel much more comfortable. I was trying not to look at my money, but oh well, I already looked. Looks like that guy's having some struggling over here. That's why you get yourself a 730 Scania, boys. Or a 750 Volvo. Get yourself the power to be able to go up these and go down these without any issues. Like, look at the beast that is I'm driving. It's just... It's a pied de resistance. Like, the gods themselves couldn't create something better if they tried. We'll pull over a little bit so we don't, you know, get too close to them. There we go, beautiful. So yeah, we should be able to afford the next garage by the end of this. Well, we'll definitely be able to afford it by the end of this trip. It should hopefully, though, be able to afford it by the time before we get to the end, so that we don't have to use our own, like the money we earn. We can use just what everyone else has earned us, or earned us. If I want to speak correctly. Oh, it's 8 o'clock, so it's getting late. wonder if we'll get offered a really big job again and I'll just have to headbutt the desk being like, damn it, I need to do that job, it's money. That's how we ended up in Riga. Well, we ended up in Latvia in general, then we went to Riga, which is obviously part of Latvia. I think. Pretty sure it's part of Latvia. Yeah, it's not independent. Yeah, we're good.